Hey, I'm Luke, and I'm going to surprise a brand new author by taking his very first novel and turning it into a Leatherbound special edition. I am all about putting more creativity into the world, and writing a new book is a huge challenge. So when I found out that my cousin had finished his very first novel, I knew I had to do something to celebrate that accomplishment. And what better way to celebrate that than to surprise him with a special edition of his very own book? And since this is my first time rebinding a book, I'm really hoping nothing goes wrong. I was going so good up to this point. Absolutely destroyed. This is so bad. I don't know how to fix it. Now, I grew up in a really small town. Back before constant internet, endless screens, when imagination was everything. And oftentimes my cousin was the one who took our imagination and brought it to life. He didn't just talk about fantasy worlds, he built them. He taught himself to blacksmith, built full suits of armor, planned weekend-long campaigns. We had gladiator tournaments, castle sieges. He even built a functioning trebuchet. That kind of creativity shaped who I am. It's a huge reason why I still build fantasy builds today. Here's what needs to happen to make this whole thing work out. First, I need to find the book on either Amazon or Barnes & Noble and actually get it purchased. Then I should probably learn some more about bookbinding itself. I'll need to gather any bookbinding tools or materials that I don't already have. I'll need to design a cover that works in gold foil and then actually rebind the book. The final step is to coordinate some sort of meeting with him where I can actually surprise him with the book without arousing suspicions with my cameras there. That's going to be the most difficult. Starting right away with that first step, I located the book on Amazon and was able to place that purchase and get it on its way. Now that that's been ordered, I can now move on to learning a little bit more about rebinding. Huge shout out to Ingenious Designs for making me feel like I could actually do this. His videos were super helpful. And since I've never done this before, I know I'm going to need some tools that are specific to bookbinding, namely a book press. Now, I'm not going to go out and buy one, they can get really expensive, but I can build one, or at least a version of one that's going to work for this project. This should not be a difficult build, so we'll turn to this wall of neglect that is potential future projects, grab a 2x6 and cut it on the table saw. Ooh, listen to that. With the finishing press in hand, and while I'm still waiting for the book to arrive, I'm going to turn to the cover design. This is not my first time designing this cover. If we turn the clocks back when I was studying in university, that's when I first heard about my cousin's novel and when he reached out to me and asked me to illustrate the cover. You didn't actually think I'd shave my mustache for this, did you?
At the time, I was given access to an early manuscript where most of the story was fleshed out, but some of the characters were still developing, and the goal of the cover was to illustrate a critical moment and provide a visual of what the story might look like.
Some of you might actually recognize the cover illustration that I did as I uploaded a time-lapse of it years ago. But this version of the cover design is different. While the original was meant to introduce the story, this one has to honor it. So I went into some of the archives of the notes and the conversation that I had when I was originally illustrating the cover back in 2018, and I pulled out some of the symbolism we discussed, some of the visual development that we went through for his world, and I was able to put together some of that into a design that I think is going to be unique to him, something that he'll appreciate, will remind him of the experiences we had that we went through in developing some of the world building for his book, and I really think it'll resonate with him. I went through quite a few different design iterations, even one that was basically just redoing the existing cover into kind of a deluxe edition, black and gold, but it just didn't have the same feel. I definitely think the more personal route is the way to go for this cover design. Even though, readers may not even understand all the symbolism that's in this cover, he should. Oh, I've been waiting for this, you guys. I just got the notification that it's here, it's been delivered. I just gotta go grab it. I've been checking the shipping on this every day since I ordered it. I'm so excited to get into this. Yes, I know there's perfectly good perforations right here as an access point, but it just doesn't match the moment. And you know what, come to think of it, neither does this. Oh, come on. Who put this on the wall? That'll do. Big moment. Don't screw this up. All right, this should work. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's thick. That looks awesome. Oh, I cannot wait to dive into this. Oh, get a whiff of that. Fresh book, 634 pages. This is thick. Oh, and it includes the map. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh, now we come to it. This is the part I've been dreading. I have to rip the cover off. I just barely got it in hand. This is gonna hurt me, but here goes. Oh, come on. Nice and easy. Woo. Rip it off that front page. Uh-oh. Ouch. There it is. Well, not the worst. I did rip off this title page. I'll have to get that glued back on, but nothing left to do but get a better cover on it. Immediately making mistakes, realizing just how much of a noob I am. This always looks way easier when you're watching me do it on YouTube, so hopefully I'm making it look easy, but made some mistakes right here. I think I can fix that when I go to sand this out and add some gold leaf, but we'll just keep going. Woo! I am crushing this. Lost an inch, magically disappeared, screwed those up. Still had enough to cut the correct size though. That'll work for the front and back, but this is what I was going to use for the spine. I had to resort to finding this sketchbook. I'm gonna cut the spine out of this. It's the same material, same thickness. It's gonna work. I'm gonna keep rolling. You guys, I can't make this up. It worked out perfectly. So I'm in the middle of building the book, recording everything, editing. It's a huge mess in here, but I just got a message from Arden and he reached out and gave me the perfect opportunity to present this book to him and get his reaction on camera. So he wants me to join him in his FanX booth and, asked if I'd be cool with promoting his book with him. Absolutely, I would. But I told him I want to bring you guys along and record a bit of it, share some of the process on my channel, and that will give me the opportunity that when we meet to discuss that, I'll have my cameras there, I can start recording, and then I can surprise him with this book. This is gonna be so awesome. Oh, I'm getting so excited with this. It looks like a real finished book. Obviously, it's still not attached to the cover. I wanna wait until I do the gold foil to do that. But man, I love this. Next thing we have to do to make it look more like a finished book is actually add that cover design in vinyl to this cover. So I'll grab my foil, throw it in the Cricut, start that up, and once it's done cutting everything out, I can begin the process of weeding. This can be a pain in the butt. This one didn't turn out too bad, and sometimes it's actually fun to do, but with that all weeded, now we can add this to the actual cover. Oh, this is making me nervous. Okay, I've never done this to a book cover. I've done a couple of shirts with this Cricut heat press, but I'm going to take this design that is the back, and I'm gonna do it first. A, because it's in the back, but B, it's got this nice point here and here. They're gonna make this way easier to align. So here goes. Okay, I think that's aligned. Okay, I think that's gonna have to be lined up. Here goes. This lined up and press it on. It's not quite big enough. I think if I just move it back and forth, we might be okay. Okay, did that work? Oh, I think it did. Oh, I think we are good. Oh, no. Oh, crap. Dang it. Now what? Dang it.
Oh, that didn't work out at all. Here's where we're at. You saw it. Absolutely destroyed. I mean, so bad. This is so bad. Some of it's stuck. Oh, that's the real issue. I don't know how to fix it. So this Cricut heat press, I've only used once or twice before. I think I mentioned that. I was going so good up to this point. Currently, I'm thinking maybe I can cut a new one and line it up as best as I can and maybe cover up some of this stuff. Oh, is that gonna look like trash? Maybe. I guess if I try it, it looks like junk, I'll have to restart. I don't know. But I gotta figure out, I should have done a test piece. I'm still gonna have to figure out how to make it stick, make sure that it stays. Because, I mean, just printing another one's not gonna do me any good if I don't figure out how to make this work. So I might have to cut out some test pieces and just see what makes the difference, why it didn't stick. Was I supposed to, I mean, you guys might be in the comments already. Let me know. For sure I'm a rookie, right? This is so bad. But let me know if you got some good tips, because I can clearly use them. That would be excellent. I'll see what I can come up with to fix this. Hopefully I can salvage it. I really don't have to do the cover again. I mean, time's running short. I gotta have this done. Let's see if I can fix it. Now that I've ruined the cover, I decided I should maybe use my brain and actually run some tests. So I went ahead and tried out 3 different kind of variations, because I have no clue what I did wrong, other than having no idea what I was doing. That was definitely wrong. But I tried with the heat press again, just duplicate the same thing. 30 seconds on, pull it off. Only this time I let it sit to see if maybe I pulled it off too hot. I don't know. Tried that one. Came out fine. No issues at all. The next one I tried was 15 seconds on with a hot peel. Also came out fine. So I don't know what happened there. In fact, the 15 seconds one I think might look a little bit better. So maybe I had it on too long because it took me a second to hit play and then I was moving it around. I don't really know. Help me out. Last one I tried was using an iron on the wool setting to see, can I do that? Because for the spine, I'm going to have to use an iron. So I wanted to see how that went. Also fine. I mean, all 3 of these turned out just fine. No peeling issues. They all look good. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know if I can save this cover. I'm going to go ahead and try and redo it. If I can make it match the lines and everything, it covers it up and looks okay, I might go with it. If not, I might end up having to redo the entire cover board. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Okay, I really hope this works. I tried to line everything as best as I can. There's still some mistakes. It's going to be slightly off, but I think under the circumstances, this is as good as I'm going to get it. Now, we'll see if this works. If it doesn't, if this one press doesn't work, I'm gonna have to restart the whole thing over. So I really, really hope that it's going to work. I'm going to try 15 seconds. I'm not gonna move it around, hold it down. Oh, and I hope this works. Here goes. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I line it up so it covers the whole thing. And press it, start the timer. Whew, please work, please work, please work. Okay. Ooh, going to work. Oh, I don't even want to peel it. Here goes. Think it's working. I feel like I said that before though. Uh-oh, that one didn't set. I'm gonna try and hit it a little more. Can that help at all? Oh yeah, sweet. Oh, I think that'll work. Oh, it's not perfect at all. We've got some mistakes. I think I can live with that. Oh, okay. Now I gotta see if I can do the front and the spine.
For these, I ended up switching over to using the iron. It just felt like I had more control over the application of heat, as well as the fact that I knew I was going to have to use it on the spine anyways. It just made sense.
Whew, we were touch and go there for a second, but turned out okay. I'll say okay. Definitely far from perfect. I thought for sure I was gonna have to scrap the whole thing and restart when I screwed up that back. My goodness, what a nightmare. This has been more painful than ripping the cover off to begin with, but hey, we're almost there. That's the cover finished. Now all I have to do is finish this text block, wrap it in gold foil, attach it to the cover, and get it to Arden. After a lot of sanding and adding the heat transfer foil, I didn't end up with a mirror finish, but I'm actually okay with the kind of aged, weathered look that I came away with. It feels like it matches the story a little better, but that could just be my justification for incompetence. Oh man, that's awesome.
Added a few last minute additions with the ribbon and headband to add some functionality as well as some additional cosmetics, and a bit of reinforcement to the text block before finally gluing it to the cover and calling this project done.
While this sits in the press for the final time, I've been thinking about the delivery and what that's going to look like. And I decided I don't want to just hand him a book. That, again, doesn't match the moment. It doesn't match what I want this to be. So I went ahead and built this. This is just a fairly simple box. It's not excellent construction, but it serves as a vessel to make kind of this giving more of an experience. I didn't spend a ton of time going through this. You can see I added a map of the book, the title from the original cover that I cut off, some velvet lining to make it look nice, but the whole purpose here is that I want to give him a gift in thanks for bringing me along. Thanks for bringing the story all the way to, completion. And as I mentioned in the beginning, thanks for the role he's played in my life. It's been a huge influence, and I'm just really appreciative of that. So I don't want to just, here's a book, that doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. So I've decided to put it in this box, have kind of an opening experience there. Man, I really hope that it hits like I want it to. So let's jump to the final delivery. Those were the good days back when you were doing that, because I totally remember that. In fact, the latest video I was kind of telling you, I had some pictures and stuff. I was kind of reminiscing some of that, so I did a callback.
Yeah.
And yeah, good times.
Yep.
Good times. and I was young enough, I didn't even fully understand it, but man, we were going hard, having some
We had
good
so
fun.
much fun.
Well, with that in mind, the whole, I mean, this is a huge accomplishment. And so I made you something, and I just want you to open that up.
All right, let's check this out. Oh my goodness, Luke. Holy, how did you even do this?
It took a minute. It's not perfect, let me go ahead and say that.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of fun though.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Jeez. That is a work of art in every way possible. Oh, the edge printing is gorgeous. I don't know how this is even possible, given when it just came out. Oh, you've got all the iconography on it, the symbol of Anoth on the back, and
Yeah, throw in some hidden symbols there.
I'm glad you like it. I was real nervous.
Jeez, how did you do this?
Not very well, I can tell you that.
No, this looks real though.
I definitely felt that building it.
Yeah, it is. Oh my goodness, this is like a tome, from the world. I'm flabbergasted, Luke. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I mean, like we began talking with, I mean, you built worlds for me way before you ever wrote this book. I mean, that is a trajectory that has been with me ever since. So I figured it was a good way to mark that and show some appreciation and just share how excited I am about
it. Makes it feel more real now. Holy cow. It's just wild to think of how much effort it took to get to this point with the story itself. And
right.
Yeah, all those years, it was even the book itself. It's like, I just saw so much magic still in the world. And I wanted everyone to be a part of it. It's just harder. Like the older you get, it gets harder to hold on to that magic that makes you give your fellow man the benefit of the doubt. That was all I wanted to do growing up, and then the book just became an extension of that. It's like, well, you can't take everyone along with me anymore down to the wash or to the fort to have battles and to dream big and to believe in things bigger than you and I, and that we can be heroes in our story. And then kind of evolved into this project. And yeah, we need people to believe in magic, to choose to be the hero even though the world doesn't reward it.